If you're possibly interested in buying a home in Fishers, Indiana, then I'm sure you've heard of all the awards the city has won. Fishers has consistently been ranked in the top 10, top 25, top 100 on all sorts of different lists. Things like safest city, most livable small city, green community. But the biggest feather in their cap came in 2017 when Money Magazine named them #1 on their list of best places to live in the U.S. That's wild. Hey, Fishers has a great PR department and they work overtime. But is Fishers all it's cracked up to be? Today, I'm going to take you through the pros and cons of living in Fishers, Indiana, and share what I really do not like. Hi, I'm Bob with Top Choice Real Estate, bringing the word on the street, talking Indiana real estate. So, hey, good news, bad news. When I'm working with clients, I like to get the bad news out of the way first so we can focus on the positive things, on where we're headed. So, we're going to talk about the cons of living in Fishers first. Follow me now. Number one is the weather. It's the top of everybody's mind. Hey, in Fishers, you get all 4 seasons. You get some snow and some cold weather for sure, but what they don't talk about a lot is the summers. I mean, they get into the 90s, they're humid, like 90% plus humid. And you know, I hear about the southern states, they talk about how humid it is, but hey, 95% humidity is 95%. But I will have to admit that when I'm driving through St. Louis, that's the muggiest place on the planet. And while we're talking about weather, let's talk about allergies. If you're prone to allergies, then you're probably going to get hit with them here. When I was in my 20s, I was really susceptible to seasonal allergies, and every May, it was not much fun. And then I moved to Colorado, and they just disappeared. It was crazy. I can remember one time I flew from Colorado to an event in Atlanta, and I'm walking down the jet wing, and all of a sudden my allergies just exploded. So in Colorado, none. On the plane, none. Walk into Atlanta, woo, crazy. We have no hurricanes, we have no wildfires, we have no flash floods. There's the occasional tornado. I've never seen one. I've seen the damage from them. I think the news media makes a huge deal out of, a little wind, no matter, or a lot of wind, whenever it happens. But, you don't have to live your life in fear of tornadoes. This isn't Kansas and Toto and Dorothy are going for a ride. What we do get is hail, and it comes often enough that whole neighborhoods have to have their roofs replaced. I guess that's the bad news. The good news is the insurance company buys you a new roof. Number 2 is traffic. I-69 cuts right through the heart of Fishers, and Fishers is served by no other major highways. So the traffic in Fishers is about the worst in the metro area. It can really suck. I thought I'd left traffic behind when I moved from Chicago, but not so much when I'm heading along that I-69 corridor. Number 3 con is that there's lots of children. 28% of Fishers residents are under 18 years of age. That's a lot. So number 4, what comes along with lots of children is lots of growth. We're talking schools and roads and jobs and shops. Cone zones. Think cone zones now. The population of Fishers has grown 13 times since 1990, and it's not done growing. Number 5, there's no downtown. There's no public square, so to speak. Now, Fishers is working really hard to take something that's there now and turn it into something really special, and that's the Nickel Plate District. And it's going to be a real winner. It's still got a little bit of things to be done yet to really just kind of push it all in place and really put the icing on the cake, but it's going to be a real winner. Number 6, it has the feel of a bedroom community. The pace is a little busy. Now, that may not bother you, or maybe it does. Okay, I'm out of cons. If those things get under your skin, well, maybe Fishers, Indiana isn't the place for you. Otherwise, stay with me. We're going to take a look at the pros of moving to Fishers, Indiana. But first, if it's your first time on the channel, you want to know everything there is to know about living in Fishers, Indiana, or central Indiana, or maybe you want to learn about the best place to live or the very best homes just as soon as they get a for sale sign put in the front yard. Hit the subscribe button, tap the bell so you're notified of the next video that we put out. Whether you're looking to move next month or next year, it'd make good sense to give me a call, text or email, or book a call, and I'll help answer all your questions and concerns. Those are really key to you and your situation. And there's a reasons that clients say, I work harder to make good things happen. Okay, let's get to looking at the pros of moving to Fishers, Indiana. A great PR department notwithstanding, Fishers has been ranked the best place to live in the USA for very valid reasons. So let's look at some of those. Let's start with schools. It's the 4th largest school district in the state. You've got 22 schools serving 27,000 students. The 2 high schools are somewhat reasonably sized at 3,500 students each. It has a 98% graduation rate, 95 plus languages spoken in the home. It's been recognized at both the state and national level. Next up, let's talk crime. Everybody wants to live somewhere safe. Well, year in and year out, Fishers is named the safest cities list by one source or another. And, you know, I know some guys on the police force, and they're just bored. Good health care and hospitals are usually the top of people's lists and things that they're concerned with. And Fishers is served by the Ascension St. Vincent and IU Health Systems. Both have hospitals there, along with all kinds of ancillary buildings for, you know, lab tests and orthopedics and minor surgeries and all those other things. And community system and the Riverview Hospital System also have those kinds of buildings in the community. Let's talk jobs, something really important. Fishers has a diverse employment base. By that, I don't mean that it has a lot of minority contractors, although it may, I don't know. But it has a lot of different types of industries or services that employ people. And there's more opportunities nearby. It has lower unemployment generally than the state and national average. And it has a higher percentage of college grads and professional degrees. Affordability, 82% of Fishers residents own their own homes. The median household income is $117,000. The median house price is $407,000. So that's the median house costs 3.5 times median income. That's really pretty darn good. The national average is 6 times. California is 7 times. And I hear Boston is 8 times. So you get a lot of house for your money here in Fishers, Indiana. Okay, shopping. Lots of big box stores, including IKEA, which is something that a lot of people really like to go to and just walk around for hours on end. If you want something a little higher end, you're probably going to the Fashion Mall on the north side of Indianapolis. Any other questions about shopping? Hey, they're probably above my pay grade and I'm gonna have to get answers for you from somebody else. But hey, you're within 25 minutes of more doors that you could ever walk through. Restaurants. They're spread out around Fishers, but there's 2 major pockets that really hold a lot of restaurants. One is the Nickel Plate District that we mentioned before. The other is the Yard. We go there all the time, my wife Lynn and I, and we like Sangiovese. It has the best chicken parm around. You've got the 1933 Lounge with world famous shrimp cocktails and prime steaks. You've got Shake Shack and you've got Portillo's with the best Italian beef. Parks and Rec. There's lots of parks. How's that? Hey, it includes 85 miles of walking and biking trails, and it's been rated by some golf magazines as one of the most underrated golf communities in the country. So there's plenty of places to play golf, and if you're not any good, hey, you go to Top Golf and you can drink. There's Conner Prairie, which is a regional attraction. It's one of it was the original homestead in the area. And they have hot balloon liftoffs, and the school kids go there like when they're in 6th grade, all of them from all over the state. And every summer they have what they call Concert on the Prairie. You take your blanket and your picnic basket and your lawn chairs and you go out there and hey, it's a good time. And if you want something a little bit more robust when it comes to concerts, Ruoff Music Center is just across the city line in Noblesville. And they have big name acts all summer long. You can buy a season pass. In 2018, Ruoff was the #1 outlet in the world for ticket sales. It's crazy. The Indy Fuel, the minor league hockey team is going to move to Fishers later this year. They're going to play at the new events center. That's exciting. And then you have Geist Reservoir, 1,900 acres. It's busy with boaters. They have bass fishing tournaments, and it's lined with luxury homes. It's a great way to spend a day. I wish I'd known more of the ins and outs of Fishers and the surrounding communities when I first moved here, like what's where and how do the neighborhoods work for a particular way of life. It would have saved me much time and helped me get what I really wanted that much sooner. Say, you want to learn more about Fishers or real estate anywhere in the greater Indianapolis area, or maybe you want to walk through a home that you've seen advertised. Text me or book a call. I'll give you my undivided attention. Make it a great day now. If you found this helpful, you'll love this next video. Watch this one now.